Hello, welcome back to Shadow of War. I'm Jade Star.
I'm Ironman PK.
And let's go take that fortress over, because, what's the most appropriate term here? Stymied me once?
Sure.
I feel mildly frustrated and annoyed me. Lethally inconvenienced me.
Yeah.
Oh, so here's the thing. You can free Ologs that are sometimes just chained up. And they're usually thankful for that, and will fight for your side. Not even be branded, but, you know, on
Wow.
Yeah.
Actual volunteers who you don't have to mind control.
We're just persuading them. We're not controlling their minds. Well, you know, not to the extent that you like to imply. I think we've shown that we're definitely not overriding their personalities.
It's just re-education.
Huh. Or just beaming really, really extreme elf propaganda into their brains.
Radio Free Eregion.
Robin Williams is an elf doing a Good Morning Mordor.
I think we made that joke in the first LP.
Yeah, I feel like we did.
We were talking about Robin Williams for some reason. And we just...
Okay, so we got a few new guys. We've got to assign them. Oh, hey, look, the cook gained a Karagor mount when we recruited him.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of probably skimmed over it, but putting white gems in the ring or rune slot means that when you recruit an orc, they gain levels. So he was
that's...
like 19 when we recruited him, and now he's 21.
I thought I noticed that before. I was gonna ask, but I forgot.
Yeah. And because I like him, and he's got a dumb rat on a fork, he's now my bodyguard.
Okay.
It's really funny to me.
He brings a Karagor as well, so...
Yeah.
What do you need to do to... Okay.
Levels.
You immediately showed the tooltip that answered the question I was going to ask. Okay, let's try and take this fortress on the first try, guys.
Yeah. You know, I wasn't actually sure how I was gonna put this together, or maybe edit out the failure or something. But I was curious if they changed this cutscene, because I'd never failed on the first assault on this fortress before. No, it is not changed.
It's exactly the same.
My black speech is a little rusty. Actually, I don't know a single word. Language is a pain in the ass, but to hazard a guess, he said you're all gonna die horribly. Yeah, my kind of bloke.
I will handle the Overlord. You focus on the defenders.
I can't help but see that incredibly low-res prologue in the background.
Suddenly got this incredible feeling of deja vu.
Right? Also, this is a point where Shadow Strike is really super handy just to get up onto the walls. Oh, yeah. So remember how I mentioned the siege beasts being kind of a liability? Yeah.
Oh.
So they're all climbing and assaulting the walls, and the siege beast is like, I'm gonna shoot them. And now, because we already killed the captain of this point, and he hasn't been replaced, we can basically just walk in here and just sit on the point and fill up the capture O-meter. exploded for. Oh, he teleported for a
Rip a
cutscene.
gear this lot has. Maybe I'll pick up a sword for myself. I could use a new toothpick.
Pick your teeth later. Right now, we need to take the fort.
Okay.
Righto, boss. I'll chew my way right through it. You're gonna die here.
Who said that?
I'm gonna just assume it was that orc I killed. And killed him for daring to threaten me like that.
Gondor's roots are literal ones, for our realm is intertwined with the White Tree, our greatest symbol and inspiration. Isildur himself gave our people the sapling that would grow into the White Tree, and it survived attacks from Sauron, plagues, and multiple transplants as Gondor's borders shifted in war. Today, the White Tree stands in our capital, Minas Tirith, though it will not blossom again until the king returns, as my father once said.
Ah, monarchy-dependent blossoming.
Yeah.
You ever encountered a plant like that in your time?
No.
Remember
Aha!
that spy we had?
You'll never take us.
He just took about, what, 50-60% of the health off the war chief there.
Nice. Oh, 27.
I was gonna wait. You know, really build up the anticipation. But you and me, we should skip right to the climax.
Go.
I'm a little uncomfortable with this one.
Yeah. He's vulnerable to stealth.
Yeah, it's a little hard to get stealth kills in these situations.
Yeah.
But he was dazed by Karagor attacks, so let's
okay.
get our Karagor in here, and then, you know, hope it
Immediately get beaten up.
I could have recruited him. Whoops.
I fancy this fort capturing business. And once this one's yours, you'll need a new overlord. I'd like to throw my hat in that ring.
Once have I unleashed, his potential is nearly unlimited.
Now I'll snap the overlord.
Killing the Overlord will send a message throughout this region. That message comes from me.
Righto.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a really good one, isn't it?
Oh dear!
Also, camera inside of Bruce a little bit. Yeah, he disarmed the enemy war chief.
Yeah, he did.
And he looks very... he's dancing
Yeah,
around
he's
it.
pretty happy about it.
Just needed to top off that health before we go confront the Overlord. And then, you know, remember to turn off the sprint button right before you hit the door.
What? You're going inside a
Oh,
building?
Yeah, I forgot. These are the one places we can go inside.
This fort belongs to the Bright Lord now!
Can't hear anything in this. I thought I recognized that voice.
Ratbag?
So much to catch up on. Where do I start?
How about your death?
What? You mean getting hit by the hammer? There's a headache at most. I mean, you want to kill an Uruk, you gotta take the head clean off. Does the job every time. Well, most of the time, I think. I don't know. Never really been sure about that.
Oh, I'm quite sure it's all the time. Allow me to demonstrate.
Bruce. Welcome. The man is a friend. The Olog, watch him. Make sure he don't do anything suspicious, like, you know, kill me.
How did you end up here?
Well, I was captured by some slavers, actually. They weren't all slavers. 2 were cannibals, 1 was a necromancer. Fun bunch. They captured this Olog. Oh, he was in rough shape. We were cage mates until I sprung us out of there. Olog jumps out, arms go a-flying, and then here we are, the best of friends.
Muranam Kirindu Rachanuk.
Oh, right. I should tell him about the fort thing. Thank you for that. It's kind of a long story. Ranger killed the old overlord, now it's ours.
Ranger?
Oh, yeah, I named him after you.
I'm honored.
Well, it's been nice catching up and all, but Right Lord and me just came by to tell you that the fort's ours now.
Right, Lord. Well, you are welcome to it, Right Lord. Me and Ranger are done with the Overlord game. It's a right pain. You gotta feed your followers, train your followers, make sure you don't get killed by your followers. Yeah, it's a right bother.
Ooh, well, your worries are over, because now I'm Overlord.
No. No, not you. Anybody but you. Whatever you need, Ranger. Me and Ranger have got you covered. Wait, Ranger. It's a little confusing, isn't it? But the point is, Bruce cannot be Overlord.
Zupakin. I'm not working for these 2, I'll tell you that right now.
That works out perfectly, because we got no current openings for halfwits.
Squabbling fools. They have their uses. You must choose our Overlord with care.
Maybe
You read my mind.
I am a mighty, vicious, what? Olog's friend.
Hey!
Yeah, I bet you weren't expecting to see Ratbag again, were you?
Meh.
We fought and suffered, but still we stand. There is a new power in Mordor. You! In the days ahead, we will fight other battles and claim other fortresses. But starting today, Mordor belongs to you! Mordor belongs to the Bright Lord!
Oh no, the speeches have started.
So now we actually do have to pick a Overlord. So in the biggest, like, sense of it, it doesn't really matter too much who our Overlord is. Especially not right now. But Nazu got a kill in the first siege, and we can't promote Bruise for disarming the other war chief, so it's gonna go to Nazu.
Okay.
We will have to defend our fortresses eventually, and that's when, you know, who you have on the walls will matter. Until then, it doesn't matter so much, except if you care about online conquests, which I think the game will start telling us about shortly.
Now we have a foothold in Mordor.
We should upgrade our defenses before Sauron attempts to reclaim what he has lost.
And there are more fortresses to conquer, and the Palantir is back in Minas Morgul. We must choose our next move carefully.
Palantir.
Had to get one last Palantir in there. So as soon as you take a region, your fort is available online for the online conquests. I've talked about them a little bit. I'm going to attempt to show them off. I think this video. Yeah, no, definitely. I know this is the last one I have pre-recorded. But we'll see the problem with that soon. I think I've explained that to you offline.
Yeah.
So, if you really care about the online conquest, and, you know, I kind of did back when the game launched and it was a bit more active, who you assign onto the walls does matter because other players are going to come in and try to do online conquests and take your fort. And for them, it would look pretty much exactly like what we just went through, except it would be, you know, my orcs on the walls and my orcs sitting on the throne in the Overlord Chamber. And you get, what is it, spoils of war points if you successfully defend. So it was, and I don't know, just, you know, internet bragging rights, I guess, or whatever. Get into the flavor or the feeling of the game and do your best to make a fortress that nobody can take.
Right.
Or you can have other plans.
We Gondorians are a seafaring people. Though our ships ply the coastlines and rivers, rarely venturing into the open sea. Yet it was not always so. Our ancestors, the Numenorians, and their elven allies sailed to other lands in ships like this model. Sailors even claim it's possible to sail so far into the ocean that land is too distant to see in any direction. Hard to imagine. So I suppose I'll have to see it for myself someday.
So we can have plans for our fortresses that aren't like optimized defenses against online people or whatever. For right now, we could be perfectly fine just throwing whoever we have available into the positions, and then be picky later in the game when we have more people.
Okay.
I didn't think you had it in you to tame a beast. Pity I'll have to put you both down.
How did you get in here?
Yeah. Just sort of popped up on the wall behind you.
I mean, oh, he's got iron will, great. I don't know, maybe he slipped in with like the change of the guards as we put all our people into position. Hey, my Caragor.
Hey! Hey! What a jerk.
Right? I'm gonna have to wait like another 2 minutes to get another one of those things.
We already tried that!
Oh.
But of all the places to launch the ambush, like, he'll never expect me in his own fortress. And if this hadn't been on the rooftops or something, all of the ground level orcs would be helping me out and sounding the alarm. And if there were some captains patrolling nearby, they'd join in the fight too.
Well.
I've been around a while, I have. Got a lot of experience. Wisdom. Wouldn't think it to look at me, would you?
Just nobody suspects a thing. Oh, finally, I think I found what the Mystic Totems look like, and they have dudes just kind of like chanting at them. I'm sure it's fine.
My first drill instructor told me, trust in your training, not your armor. Even a finely wrought plate can buckle under a hard enough blow, but a skilled warrior can evade that blow so it never lands in the first place. Now Minas Ithil has buckled under. Some blows are impossible to evade, so we do the next best thing. Stand back up again, wounded as we are.
I feel like there should have been more to that, but...
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, the mission in the courtyard is actually kind of just a tutorial.
Okay.
Or not even a tutorial, it's just like
They've
a message.
been busy while we were away.
Ensuring this fort remains defensible had better be their top priority.
Also, sieges are a good place to get gear. And, oh, hey, a slightly better Icebringer sword.
Yeah. Oh.
Nah, most of this is just gonna get turned into elf cash. Oh, so, I think maybe I answered this a couple of videos ago, but you said, what's the use of large sums of elf cash? And upgrading your fortress is a big part of that.
Okay.
A big part of the answer. If I pull up the siege upgrades here, yep. Adding an extra slot isn't that expensive. But other parts will be. Hey, yeah, Takara served us well. He's down, dude. But the walls, 1,000, 3,000, or 7,500. That's a little under half of our elf cash. But I'm gonna want steel walls eventually, so there it goes. And these are all things that we can buy all three of them. We can only have one active at a time, obviously.
Oh, okay.
And there are certain builds that are better against the AI and certain builds that are better against players. And if you cared about online versus NPC sieges, you know, you can mix and match as you go. And I'm going to need some more orcs if I want to refill my siege force, since the old siege force basically became war chiefs.
Right.
There's a lot of new unknown captains out there. There's also that Olog that we leveled down to 6 still out there.
Strange incantations. What do they say?
Nothing that will save them.
Ah, damn. See, man, those are our guys.
Yeah.
Almost forgot to tell you one last thing. Now that you have my fort, it will eventually come under attack, which you already know since you attacked it once yourself. Nicely done, by the way. The thing is, you don't always need to be on the defense. You have scouts who can sniff out enemy forts, so you can go on the attack yourself. You know what they say, the best offense is a good offense. And don't worry about running low on orcs. If you ever need new recruits, you go talk to a glob they call the Headhunter. He'll sort you out. Oh, Shrock! I forgot to fill Ranger's feeding bowl before I left. He's gonna be cranky if I don't get back. I'm coming, Ranger!
Ratfag is, again, really good this game. But that line about the Headhunter is part of a mechanic that no longer exists in the game.
Oh.
So at launch, there was the Quartermaster or the Headhunter, and that was kind of the microtransaction shop.
Oh.
Which
you could spend real money to get an orc.
You could, but you could also spend elf cash to get the same orc.
Okay.
Like I said, nothing that you could buy in the game, it's like microtransactions, was hard real-world currency only.
Okay.
So the Headmaster got taken out of the game when basically around was it Star Wars Battlefront got released, and their microtransactions were egregious enough to finally bring some attention to the issue. And Monolith was just like, yeah, we're gonna get out ahead of this and just take all this crap out.
Why didn't they just take out the ability to spend real money there?
Well, they kind of gave a two-sided twofold answer. That they didn't want real money because of microtransactions and loot boxes and the gambling, questionable ethics of it. And the second part of it was that they said, like, it isn't cohesive to the experience they wanted for the game. They wanted players to have a more personal connection with the troops they lead. Like, they want you to actually have to go out and find them and brand them, and so that you know who you're sending to fight, and trying to make a little bit more of a connection. Didn't
stop them from putting it in the first place.
Might not have been Monolith's original intent. That might have been Warner Brothers wanting microtransactions. So I'm showing the assault things. So the fortress we took in the single player mission was ranked 140. That one online was, what, 560? And, like, assault rating is 556. And saw some of the level differences on the right-hand side that is like, oh hey, you should go and fight this fortress full of level 55 orcs.
Indeed. Let us hope we can get a seat.
And that is because of previous save files not wiping away your assault rank, because that's online and I guess technically distinct from each campaign or your leveling.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
So, oh hey, this dude has Unbreakable. Yeah. That's even worse than Iron Will, because if they don't break, you can't recruit them.
No.
And it also doesn't go away via shaming.
How could you shame them if they can't be broken?
Exactly. You can't.
No.
So the online conquests are going to have to wait for the LP until we're, I guess, probably around level 50 or 60, depending on what the online matchmaking wants to find for me. Also, while we were talking about microtransactions, there's a difference between online conquests and friends conquests. Like, if I have any friend on it, I can go invade their fort. But it's a no risk, no gain situation.
Okay.
Hey, Scoon. Whereas in the online conquest, the defender stands to lose nothing, but orcs that die from the attacker will actually die in their file.
Oh, okay.
However, orcs that you recruit in online conquests will be essentially cloned and brought back to your save file. The defender doesn't lose them, but you gain them.
Okay.
And you can gain treasure from all of the captains you kill. Oh, well,
unfortunately, he can't be broken, so him being terrified of burning, irrelevant.
Well, it means the fight's super easy.
I suppose.
Defeated Glob! Dark Lord, save me!
Look, the grunt shit talking him as he's running away.
Yeah.
Too.
I don't want to die!
Oh dear.
The Bright Lord knows how to kill!
Alright, so we did one of these fights as part of a tutorial. The fight pit things to make, what was it, Takra an infiltrator?
Right, yeah.
So they're now about to be unlocked as just a thing we can do to level up our friendly captains. Oh good, there's no one who knows more about fight pits than Bruise.
Ah, the fight pits. You know, this is more than just a place to pop some orcs' heads off, although that is something I cannot recommend enough. But the fight pits are where you can test your followers, see what happens when they have a go at some other geezer. They're always bringing in tough orcs to fight, and if your fella survives, he'll be stronger for the experience. If he snuffs it, well, the one who done him in has what it takes, so there's a potential new recruit. And however it shakes out, your boys will love watching the show. Nothing boosts morale up like bodies going down.
It's a traitor!
Now, normally you get to see the information on the opponent, and you get to pick which follower you send into it.
Okay.
For this, we did not. So
yeah,
they've
so this
sent
guy's
in a
gonna
crossbow.
die.
Yeah, he's... As you play this, you kind of get a feel for who does well in the fight pits and who doesn't. And crossbow orcs, probably at the bottom of that list.
Yeah, especially against defenders who have a fucking shield.
Yes. Just constantly getting stabbed over and over.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of the crossbow animations are really slow and seem to be interruptible. Although, you'll notice...
Because he was level 4.
See? Wasn't that a good time? Grog was drunk, laughs were had, blood was shed, and Grog was drunk. Ah, there's no fight like a pit fight.
So, I really think after that display, that this mission is scripted to be a win for your guy.
Yeah. It almost wasn't.
Which is really sad that a level 4 defender almost killed a 21 marksman.
Yeah.
So after the fight pits, the world map opens up to us.
Okay.
I think this is also where it's telling us about daily quests, because daily quests are regional dependent. Yeah, like complete an online vendetta in Sarathon Ghoul, sure. Kill a Drake in Nurnen, get a legendary piece of gear, really good challenge. Recruit some dudes in Gorgoroth, sure. Kill archers. Yeah, easy, right? Recruit 5 fiery orcs. It's going to be hard to find specific orcs. And here are some DLCs. So the Tribal Warband and the Slaughter Tribes were DLCs. I can't exactly remember when they came out or when they got added, because I bought the Season Pass, and then it was just like, hey, more orcs at some point. But it just means we're going to see even more variety in captains. And to introduce them, there's going to be some new missions that just is warbands or outlaws or Slaughter Tribe just showing up to cause shit.
Okay.
Also, Adamant and then Last Stand for that extra Last Stand chance, since, you know, I'm a little mad that I died. Get rid of some of this gear. There's always that post-siege, like, spring cleaning of inventory you gotta do. Especially when the fortresses get bigger and have more capture points and guards and everything. Let's see, we're gonna do a fight pit? I guess so. We're here. We might as well show off a real one. Nope.
Nope.
I was tempted, and then I sensed information, I guess. So there are 3 difficulty levels of the fight pits: maggots, warriors, and champions. They're not necessary, but it is a way to level up your guys, or in the herd, or send a shitty one in to die and hope maybe that you get an auto-generated better captain. But winning the champion fight pit, at least just once, is what opens up one of the slots in the fortress menu.
Okay.
So eventually you need to. Oh, here's all the... Yeah, you can see all the little cleaver and icons about the other tribes. So now they're just going to be everywhere. Or Bennu. I'll get you eventually. Or I'll make you, like, level 1. I'll see. Right, so that was essentially the end of the tutorial part of Act 2. I think, with the exception of a few story-locked skills, the world is open to us. We can go anywhere, we can do anything, we can go attack those other fortresses, like, right now, if we wanted. I mean, we need some siege leaders, but we could. We can go find the next quest. Like, we couldn't continue with Karnan because we couldn't get to Gorgoroth until now. So we can go do that. So, that's all I have recorded. So I've got to figure out what we're going to do next time. But I think this was fun. We're going to have a lot more fun branding and killing our way across Mordor. Look forward to that next time. Thank you all for watching.
Bye.